And welcome back to Sports Report, where we'll now take a look into the Beach District as Kempsville hosted Green Run.
All right, Matt, Kempsville Chiefs, Green Run Stallions, both coming into tonight's contest with 3 victories on the season. Coach Sean Wilson for the Stallions imploring his troops to get the ball going on offense, and that offense would be in the form of Draquez Lambert. Lambert down the sideline inside the Kempsville 10-yard line before he shoved out of bounds.
I'm a fan of the pink socks there on Draquez this week, Chris.
Well, the Stallions would be a fan of that pass as he finds Aaron Dennison in the back of the end zone for the 9-yard touchdown, and Green Run on the board early.
You know, we got a chance to see Green Run a few weeks ago, Chris, and they had that 3-headed attack at quarterback, so let's see what they have in store this week.
And if you're a fan of extra points, stay tuned because we've got plenty more of those. The first one on the board right there, 7-0 early in favor of Green Run. But Kempsville not to be outdone, right back down the field, a 48-yard touchdown pass to Thomas, and just like that, Kempsville with the chance to tie the game, and they do it, and we're tied at 7.
A great job by the receiver making a move after the catch, and Thomas was able to take that one all the way to the house. The band is playing. It's a great night for football here in Virginia Beach.
And now back at quarterback, Lambert looking deep downfield, and it's going to be in and out of the hands and back into the hands of his receiver, Dennison, who makes the reception. As you see it one more time, Thomas had his hands on it, a Green Run receiver had his hands on it, and finally was hauled in for the catch. Now Lambert takes a shotgun snap and dives into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown run. 13-7 your score, extra point on the way, ho-hum, except it's going to be blocked by the Chiefs, and it's 13-7 now for Green Run.
David Dean in on the hole that time, very versatile young man. Will head up to UVA next year.
William Harrison sets up the screen pass to Michael Owens, and Owens breaks a few blocks, gets down to the 20, inside the 10, and you see a couple of penalty flags are flying as Owens finally horse-collared down inside the 15-yard line. And that would set up this handoff to Travis Hughes, and Hughes walks into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown run. And Kempsville with a chance to take the lead, except, wait for it, the extra point, no good, so we're tied at 13. As the Chiefs mascot rumbles by, 13 all your score, as now Mayfield in at quarterback, looking down the field, instead going to tuck it and run, and Mayfield eludes some tacklers, but also eludes the football, and he loses it.
You can't leave the football, Chris. It was a great run, but unfortunately he lost it. But the Stallions able to hold on to it, and a nice pass will give them a touchdown.
Dennison with the 9-yard touchdown reception, his second of the night. 4 catches, 69 yards for him. And unfortunately, that extra point comes back to bite the Stallions as a miss right there. So 2 missed extra points early on. But Green Run would continue to run the football. This time it's Backus with the 9-yard touchdown run. The extra point finally avoids the defenders and goes through the uprights.
Here comes Kempsville on the offensive side, and you see the defense make a play here and sack the quarterback deep in their own territory.
William Harrison sacked, and now Draquez Lambert over right tackle, and he is gone. He's running away from the defense. 76 yards for the Stallion touchdown. Lambert, a record-breaking afternoon for him. 333 yards rushing, 33 carries, 3rd best all-time in the Beach District. Your final score, Green Run with a 20-point victory over the Chiefs. As we mentioned, Lambert, 333 yards. Dennison with those 2 touchdowns. Travis Hughes, a rough night for him, only 46 yards on 14 carries. Around the rest of the Beach District, Ocean Lakes remains undefeated with their 21-point victory over Kellam. LaFonte Thorogood finally back after that shoulder injury with 3 rushing touchdowns. And Salem shuts out the Falcons 19-0 as Salem put on 19 points in the first half. Bayside romps over the Lions of Tallwood 48-14. Anthony Cooper 5 catches, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Lansdowne defeats Princess Anne 42-26. Larry Joshua also back healthy, 322 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Eagles.
And now we'll take a look at the Southeastern District. Hickory over Western Branch 24-15. Edward Robinson 11 rushes, 72 yards and a touchdown. Oscar Smith blanks Deep Creek 28-0. J.J. Williamson 17-35, 240 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Great Bridge over Nansemond River 64-14. Dre Mays 10 rushes, 206 yards for 3 touchdowns. Grassfield over Kings Fork 35-14. Tyler Clark with 2 total touchdowns in that game. And finally, Indian River over Lakeland, 25-22. Juan Alvarado, 112 passing yards and 2 touchdowns.
We'll take a look now at the Southeastern District standings as we're near the halfway point of this 2010 season. And you see, not a surprise, Oscar Smith right there at the top, but Great Bridge keeping pace, both 5-0 in district play, and Grassfield right behind them at 4-1. And in the Eastern District, Norcom and Churchland, your number 1 and number 2 teams up at the top of the standings, both 3-0. Lake Taylor, an uncharacteristic loss in the district after that loss to Churchland, now ranked 3rd, and Morey right behind them at 2-1 overall in the district play as well. And finally, in the Beach District, it's a 2-team race right now between the Marlins of Bayside and Ocean Lakes, both undefeated, as that matchup in a couple weeks looms large. Lansdowne on their heels, 5-1. Still a matchup with Ocean Lakes later on down the season. And Green Run and Salem, both 4-3 in district play. And one final district to take a look at, Matt, the Peninsula District.
That's right. Phoebus and Hampton remain at the top at 5-0. With that loss to Woodside, Bethel will fall out of that tie to 3rd place at 4-1, and Woodside, helping their own case, climbing up now to 4th at 3-2.
Everyone looking forward to that Phoebus-Hampton matchup in a couple weeks, and we'll have highlights for you of that one on the Cox 11 Sports Report later on this season.